Thanks to the announcement of the brand new game, Pokemon Legends ZA, coming out in 2025, as well as a little pleading from my stream chat, I reluctantly decided it was finally time to visit the Kalos region for my very own Nuzlocke attempt. While I had mixed feelings about the region because it was the first time they implemented team-wide XP shares, I still had fond memories of Mega Evolution, as well as the overall revolutionary graphics for the time, being the first game to touch the 3DS console. And come on now, we all know the Pokemon XYZ anime was a banger. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts because it's time to go to Paris. Greetings everyone, my name's Hyun. Approximately 2 years ago, I was convinced it would be my last ever Nuzlocke attempt. However, I'll just let the clip play for itself. We're back for the 5th Nuzlocke, I think? Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the last one we do, probably, unless Twitch asks me to do another one. But like, literally, guys, this is the last ones that were hard, so... Yup, that right there is what misplaced overconfidence sounds like. I don't know how this stupid thought could have ever possibly made it through my mind, but for some reason I was convinced because I was able to make it through the new game's vanilla rule set. This game was gonna be a breeze with the Nuzlocke. And honestly, I'm sure that would have been true until I met this stupid blonde-haired bitch with a stupid fucking hard helmet named Karina and her stupid furry motherfucker, because that motherfucker pulled out his Nerf sword, got to ×5 somehow, and sent me straight back to the fucking...
Goodbye, my nigger, back to the lobby.
And speaking of the title screen in Sycamore, I'm embarrassed to admit it, however, Charmander sent me packing once too. And that just wasn't a good feeling for me at all. Obviously, I had failed Nuzlockes in the past before, so that wasn't the part that bugged me. The part that hurt the most was I had previously talked so much shit about these games in the past, about the difficulty being easy, and yet the new gen games had been the first games to ever push me to a run 4 in a Nuzlocke. As for a rule set, any Pokemon that faints must be considered dead. You can only catch the first wild Pokemon you encounter on a route. Obviously, trades are an exception. All Pokemon must be nicknamed when they're captured. Technically we missed some, but that's my accidents. Duplication clause is in effect, so you don't have to take the same encounter twice. Shiny clause is in effect as well, because I've had to kill shinies in the past and that really hurt my self-esteem. And then we are playing with level cap. Blackout clause is in effect as well, so if all 6 Pokemon faint, it's back to the title screen. No, this is unforgivable. Like, this is unforgivable wisp by me. The amount of shit that I talked about this game to fail the run 3 times without even making it to like Elite 4 is embarrassing. Chat, we gotta lock the fuck in. Like, no more dumb decisions. But with my ego, hopes, and expectations thrashed and the stage set, it was time to get into run 4. After being rudely awakened by a fletchling, it was time for me to get out of bed and equip my drip, and then greet my new neighbors. Look at these e-girls that are just waiting out front for me. Hyun, we've been waiting for you. Welcome to Vanville Town. After arriving at Aquacord Town, it was time to be introduced to the rest of my friends. Not rivals, friends. Anyways, they wanted to give me a nickname and just a little bit of K-Hyun P lore. When I traveled to Korea when I was 14, this game was still in its life cycle, and Conman ended up giving me the nickname KK, so we're just gonna rock with that. As for our starter Pokemon, in honor of our Nuzlocke coach, we decided to go with Chespin, and we ended up giving it the nickname Quill based off of his recommendation. After selecting our brand new besto friendo, we were challenged by Shauna to one of the most pointless battles in Pokemon history. Ladies and gentlemen, literally as long as you click the colorful button, you are guaranteed to win. But yeah, that's just me yapping. Okay, so little off topic, however, I would like to present to you guys a game theory. The Sycamore fucks moms theory, and for sure, we'll add an abbreviation. SFM. Sycamore fucks MILFs theory. So firstly, right off the bat, when you answer the door and you see Shauna and Serena, the first thing they say is the professor requested 5 kids, and they literally say, it's kind of odd because you just moved here. Already, man has been scouting, and it's already a little bit suspect, but then it just proceeds to continue to get worse from there. Next up, after you finally meet all 4 of your friends, Turno's literally just like, here's this letter from the professor, he wants your mom to have it. That's already pretty suspect. Like, firstly, Tierno, fuck you for just going behind my back like that. But secondly, if you inspect the item in your inventory, it says it smells like cologne. Bro fucking cooked for 5 minutes straight, quickly on a piece of paper, folded it up, sprayed the perfume cologne on it, slapped that shit shut, and he's like, hey fatty, come here. I'll give you a cookie if you deliver this to Hyun. Fucking crazy moves. Like, who moves like that? Right after Tierno gives you the letter 2, he literally says, okay Trevs, we're done here. Pack it up. Let's get the fuck out of here. He literally just leaves like he just dropped a nuke. And then last but not least, so far what we've seen, the most incriminating piece of all, when mom checks it, she's like, is this a love letter? What lovely handwriting. I said it before, but you know bro was in his fucking lab cooking up. It's just, why, Sycamore? Why? And then the most diabolical part of all, mom hits you with the triple dot and then fucking kicks you out of the house. She says, and I quote, enjoy your lap around Kalos. Are you fucking kidding me? Moral of the story, Grace's cheeks are getting devastated while I'm gone. After that traumatizing realization, we hopped off to Route 2 to find our first encounter, where we found cream pie, Caterpie, and we decided to name it Butter, in honor of Grace because she's about to get oiled up by Sycamore. After arriving in Santaloon Forest looking for our second encounter, Shauna happened to say something pretty interesting to me. Your mom's a Rhyhorn racer, right? Why does everyone know that? Is being a Rhyhorn racer in this world basically like being a porn star? Utmost confusion. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, we got a Panseer. We got a Panseer, boys. Panseer. Come on now. What the fuck? Are you serious? No! That's the wrong one! No! Chat, we're so cooked for this gym. This is equivalency of walking into the gym with a fucking, like, chest pin. This is just chest pin part 2. Well, nothing you can do about it. Welcome to the team, Sage. On the bright side, as for our Route 3 encounter, we came across an Azurill that we ended up naming Riley. While we were extremely excited to get our first water Pokemon for the team for fire coverage, the bad news is, it unfortunately led to this 20-minute clip. Bro, love me! Fall in love with me! Okay, we're done with this shit. I feel weird. Next up, it was time to unlock the gym and our roller skates, and honestly, I'm not gonna say very much about them. However, roller skates was, in my opinion, the worst addition Pokemon has ever made to its movement game. The amount of walls I crashed into as a kid for no reason, and honestly, do you know how hard it is to use roller skates with arrow keys? As for the Santaloon City gym, there's no Panseer on my team. I would be lying if I said I was excited. However, Chespin learns rollout before the level cap, so we kind of decided to just let Jesus take the wheel and pray the damage stack was enough. And I'm not gonna lie. Okay. That was an interesting strategy. We would never miss a rollout. We're too intelligent for that. Oh, we missed a rollout. Oh, yeah, use your potion, you loser. Yes, sir. Send him in. Send him in. Send in the next bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. That hurts. That feels amazing. Yes, sir, Ski. Give me that free jam. No gas. She's like, damn. I've never been beaten by a grass Pokemon before. After getting my first badge flawlessly with no deaths, I wanted to go to Route 22 to try to get a new encounter. However, I was unsure what the level cap for that route would be since it is right beside Victory Road. I decided to ask chat for a stat check. However, while they were searching, I kind of got a little bored. Oh, nah, I win. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Gamble the dice. Give me a crit. Come on. Oh, no! Yeah, he's dead. Let's get whatever this is. Okay. Well, we traded a Zero for a Bidoof. That's tragic. Welcome to the team, Nugget. With us one route away from Lumio City, the looming threat of Syclamore's Charmander started to draw ever closer towards us. And with our team looking very flammable, surely RNGesus would deliver a Pokemon other than Bidoof to deal with the heat. Wow, another cool Pokemon for the collection. Name it Daryl. Oh, fuck it. Daryl's just unironically funny to me. I'm naming it Daryl for sure. As I'd previously mentioned before, my second run had been brutally ended by that French mom-chasing horn dog. So when it came to approaching this fight, I was extremely worried, especially because my team was mainly made up of burnable things. And unfortunately, when push comes to shove, Sycamore was really entertained by the idea of lathering my mom up in butter. So he flashily made crisp work of butter. Yeah, what's good? Oh, me strong croissant. No! What? How did it do? It's a crit. I'm literally quitting this fucking game. Like, I swear I get the worst RNG ever. Like, of course he's critting that shit. Bro, I'm actually so fed up with this shit, man. Like, I said I was gonna play smart, and I'm trying to, but they keep fucking doing this to me. And then as for a second starter Pokemon, we decided to go with Flint the Charmander, just because there aren't that many guaranteed Fire-type Pokemon in the Kalos region. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final segment of SFM. This one is absolutely despicable. Right when we go to battle Sycamore, he starts talking the most obnoxious shit to me. He says, and I quote, "At first, I was only thinking about picking one child per town when I was trying to decide who to give a Pokemon to. Around then, I learned that a Rhyhorn racer, Grace, and her son was moving here. And then it hit me. I should give you a Pokemon, and you should travel around Kalos. So I can fuck your mom. Free of charge, little boy. You can't do shit about it, motherfucker." And as for the final nail in the coffin, oh my god. How could this be? I found my mom's OnlyFans on the professor's computer. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he wouldn't have anything to do with the evil team of the region. Oh my goodness, it's the champion and the orange-haired guy. Hope there's no correlation between that. I'm a trainer myself in my off time. You're the champion, bro. You dunk on people in your off time. If that's a hobby to you, that's fucking insulting to anyone that's lost. No wonder that fucking chick in Unova hates her so much. Yo, check this out. I'm on Route 5 and it's just hopping with some wild Pokemon. They just discovered the new Kendrick track. Come check it out. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. This is the first encounter with the chick that literally ruined my last run, and my first run. Well, I'm glad I've made my feelings for Karina clear. Anyways, welcome Minus the Mine into the team. And almost perfect timing before my fight against Tierno on Route 5, Chespin decided to evolve into Quilden to help me bust out some crazy bars. I got that crazy song, you know I'll never lose. I got that crazy song to help me bust out my moves. Excuse me, KK. I'm sorry. Take this honey, you can lather it on your dick. Next up was everyone's favorite piece of childhood trauma. I don't know, it could just be me because I'm an incel. However, I just really sucked at the Furfru maze. I'm pretty sure it took me about an hour the first time I went at it, but on our way there we ended up catching Roxy the Venipede. Then we proceeded to get scammed out of her mind at the front gate. I can't believe I had to pay a rack to find someone's fucking dog. Oh my god, I barely have a- Dude! He took my last band! What a piece of shit. He took that band with a smile on his face, bro. You already know that went to his rich wife. Why are you taking a 10-year-old's last band? As you can see, this rich man is crashing out because he lost his dog. Lucky for him, this is my 4th visit here within the past week, so I've memorized how to finish this first go. You'll get your dog back soon, buddy. Dude, you know this guy fucks his dog. As a reward, he gives me the opportunity to get my smush on with Shauna by offering me a lovely display of fireworks that I'd never ever seen before with a girl. She better give my character some rocket copy after this. Anyways, it was time for the part that I actually cared about. It was time for Karate Kid to play a little jiggy on his recorder and summon my newest encounter, Queso.
Bros built like a 1x1 Lego piece.
Before being able to get my next encounter in the connecting cave, Serena proposed that we did a little bit of a scrimmage, me and her versus Trevor and Tierno, and as usual, you already know we committed a smackdown. In fact, Queso sat on the competition. Now that that's out of the way, as I mentioned before, we do have some encounters to get. Firstly's connecting cave, where we find ourselves Lizzo the Whismer. Then on Route 8, we find ourselves Georgiette the Driftbloom. In Amberette Town, we find the Fossil Restoration Lab, where they give us the assignment of going to Glittering man cave to find a fossil of our own. On Route 9, the curse continues, and we have to ride a Rhyhorn, where we accidentally step on a Sandile.
Oh
After
my
finally
God.
making it to Glittering Cave, we ran into Lucario Bait the Machop. While trying to help extract the fossils, we were rudely interrupted by these weirdos in red tuxedos, so we swiftly beat their ass and took the Jaw fossil for ourselves. Welcome to the team, Jaws the Tyrant. And as for our final encounter before the Solage City Gym, we managed to get extremely lucky and pull ourselves a love disc. So for our Solage encounter, we ended up taking Thumper the Steelix. And yes, I did name Love Disc Cummy Fish. Because of the encounters we were able to secure earlier, Grant seemed like he was going to be a piece of cake. However, this battle theme always manages to leave an uneasy feeling down my spine.
The mental chalked aura. The mental chalked aura.
Even with the uneasy feeling, we played to the plan. Steelix spam Gyro Ball to take out Amara, and with the revenge from Lucario Bait that hit like my great-grandfather after coming home to a cold meal, Tyrant was one-shotted and the gym badge was ours. Thank you for the effort, Grant. As for our Route 10 encounter, we got Sergio the Electrike.
Yo. We got Electrike, bro. Electrike is an insane encounter here.
After arriving in Geosedge Town, we start one of the most painful cutscenes that we'll have to go through for the rest of the game. Within the next 2 cities, we'll have to fight Karina a total of 3 times, and on 2 different runs, she's been the reason that we've blacked out. Once being from this fight, one thing I didn't realize until my viewer Chespin pointed out to me is that Lucario couldn't actually do any damage to Georgiette the Driftbloom. So, just because of this one encounter, we were able to speedrun through this entire cycle that caused us so much suffering over the past week. While on our way to the easiest gym battle in history, we pick up Stinkerbell the Stunky on Route 11 and Dwayne the Rock'n'Rolla in Reflection Cave. After arriving in Shalor City, we also grab Hentai the Tentacool before we prepare to visit the Mega Evolution Guru.
And a fucking statue, guys! Everyone take a picture of the statue!
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know how else to slice it. This is a weird old man. He gets turned on by seeing kids fight, and to help initiate, he said whoever wins gets a free Gucci bracelet. And you know I'm a clout demon, so it's time to collect my prize. Have you ever desperately wanted to prove you're not a dipshit, however you just can't do it? That's how I feel every day when I go live. My chat constantly nagged me, saying that there was only one Pokemon in this gym that Driftbloom wouldn't be able to beat, and it was the Machoke in the bottom left corner. However, no one gave me any context other than that. So when I'm fighting against Pokemon that I know can do other moves, typically I would just like to send out the Pokemon I think would win logically. Regardless, that miscommunication from chat, as well as the fact that I forgot to buy heals before entering the gym with no escape, ended up just becoming an inescapable death trap for Flint and Lucario Bait. These things happen, the Nuzlocke goes on. As for Karina's 3rd gym, I wasn't worried about it at all. We had Driftbloom with us and we had our strategy in place. But unfortunately, 2 of Karina's lackeys had already done the damage to our mental state. After the gym battle, we climb the Mega Evolution Tower where we get ourselves our Gucci bracelet as well as a free Lucario. We also get to punch Karina really hard. On our way to Coeur City, we find our Route 12 encounter, which ends up being the GOAT himself, Pico. Shortly after arriving in Coeur City, Serena challenges us to another battle. However, at this point in the run, thanks to our rich variety of encounters, all of our Serena fights from here on out are just counter pick city. As for our fight with Ramos, Georgiette was feeling lots of momentum from her fight with Karina, and with us just unlocking Fly, our flying type Pokemon were too much for Ramos to overcome. Just in case, we also had Roxy chilling in the back. As of now, we're halfway through this run, and as far as history goes, this is the farthest I've gotten so far. On Route 13, we had Cynthia the Gibble to our team. While on our way back to Lumio City for our 5th gym, we had to go see what was going on at the power plant because half of Lumio City had lost power. And to my surprise, the people in red suits were back again. As much as I wanted to avoid it, it's now time to talk about the evil organization of the region, Team Flare. And where they lack in creativity for a name and outfit, they come through with strategy and planning, with motherfucking genocide. Okay guys, let's be 1000% honest here. If we were to host a roundtable event and invite all the Pokemon boss villains, you start out with your honorable mentions that honestly don't even get a spot at the table. They have to eat their food off the floor like a fucking dog. Team Skull is honestly annoying. All they are is a group of thugs and pests. Team Yell is a Pokemon parody version of K-pop stans, and they do a fantastic job embodying them. And Team Star is literally a group of kids that got bullied that became the bullies. In my my honest, humble opinion, all of these teams don't deserve the title of evil organization. The next group of villains that I'm going to talk about, if I'm being completely honest, could still arguably fit in that last category we mentioned. However, throughout some point in their own stories, they made some misguided decisions that potentially maybe makes them look like an evil organization, but it was always out of the good for something else. First off in this group we have Luzamine, and while studying different dimensions in the Pokemon world is cool, in the ending of the day, all she really wanted was to find her husband and bring her broken family back together. These are literally just AI protecting a time machine. While realistically, Maxie and Archie had the same goal, just opposing on paper. Alright guys, let's just bite the bullet and say it. Archie and Maxie are global climate activists. Personally myself, I always like to give Archie extra amounts of flack. Boy, your region is already half water. How much more liquid do you fucking need? As for a final character of this category, we have Chairman Rose. Now, Chairman Rose is a special case, because realistically, yes, he wanted to bring back Galar's darkest day by summoning Eternus. However, on the other hand of the spectrum, he just wanted to solve the region's energy crisis. So, when you really sit down and think about it, he's basically President Trump if he decided to solve the world's energy issues with nuclear power. And it all went lopsided, because he's a businessman. And ladies and gentlemen, we finally break our way into the final four, the Elite Four if you will, of the ultimate bad villain people. Anyone that's mentioned within this category, it's fair to say they're doing it for themselves, they're doing it for the love of the game. If being a villain was free, they would still be fucking doing it. They don't give a shit. As for this category, there actually is no order. If you made it to this part of the category, chances are you're just a piece of garbage in your own right, so why not? Everyone gets first if you're here. However, ourselves personally, we're gonna talk about the godfather himself, Giovanni. Giovanni obviously takes inspiration from an Italian mobster, and his organization Team Rocket is most well known for robbery, Pokemon kidnapping, illegal Pokemon trade, and gambling. Also, I know this technically isn't considered illegal, however, man was genetically making Pokemon. Bro was literally Jurassic Parking this bitch. And while one could say, yeah, Giovanni's initiatives aren't even that bad, well, I can tell you right now, he wasn't doing it all to help out a Make-A-Wish kid. He was doing it for his own ambition, and realistically, my man owned 3 regions if you include Lola post-game. Plus, he arguably killed himself when Silver found out he was his dad. Regardless, game respects game, I gotta give it to him. Next up is Getsis, and if I have to be 1000% honest, I actually never expected to see this guy reach the Elite Four. However, when I actually sat down and thought about the deeper meaning of Team Plasma, it actually boggled my mind. They disguised themselves as PETA and preached the Lord's name, claiming Pokemon battles were bad. They kept N the Nature Boy as a face holder, while Getsis in the background secretly wanted to keep all the Pokemon for himself to enslave the citizens. As for Cyrus, he was fed up with the world and human nature as itself, so after thinking himself, what can I do? His solution ended up being, nuke the old world, let's make a new one, where the Lake Trio wouldn't be there, and everyone would be a corporate drone. However, in the ending of the day, he got kidnapped by Garantina and brought to his own little emo vibe spot. And last but not least, the one that's relevant to our game itself, Lysander. Lysander was a perfectionist, one could say, an artist. Just like Cyrus, he believed that people's emotions were ugly. He also believed that people forcing Pokemon to fight was ugly. So his solution was grab the genocide weapon and nuke this bitch. And the only people that were allowed in the safe bunker were him and his friends. The reason I decided to talk about him last is because out of all these villains, he was the most proactive with his strategy and the most bold, would you say. So I'll stand by what I said before, where he lacks creativity, he comes through with pizzazz. And being that these games take place in Europe, it kind of reminds me of another genocidal organization with a maniacal leader with crazy facial hair. I just want to throw out there that Lysander was essentially a politician at this point. They own the Holocausters, and they also had an Elite Four member in their organization. But as for their power plant scheme, I had to shut that shit down because we had a gym battle to get to. What the fuck? Yo, it's a tall guy. 5'8" girls versus 5'7" men. Bro, I worked with a 5'9" girl, and I'm like 5'8", and I look like a midget compared to her, bro. Like, everyone be clowning on me at work. It was terrible. And with Lumio's tower finally getting its power back to it, it was finally time to take on the Lumio City Gym. The Eiffel Tower. And because Angry Furry knew Bone Rush, I just let him crash out in the gym. And with it being an electric gym, it was pretty quick. What's good? Voltage Bad Mind, gang gang.
Lumiose trainer Zach up in this beat. After our terrible blunder against Karina's gym, going 2 gyms without a death was making me feel really, really good. It almost made me feel like I had momentum. I ran into the next Serena fight without properly setting my team up to counterpick her. And unfortunately, because of that, we lost a very, very valuable late game member of our team. And one could say we blundered again. Serena Karina, god damn it. Notice how these bitches' names rhyme? Gabite will be fine, maybe, but oh my god! I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention. I thought Gabite would be fine. I'm actually pissed about that. I fucked up, chat. It's always this chick. This dog shit character. She's not even good. Oh, it's the deep water. I got fucked again! Carablast! Why? Carablast is so bad. Regardless, we nicknamed him Chalked, and he's now the designated suicide bomber. After that traumatic crash out, it was time for Lavier City, and honestly, it was probably one of my favorite Shroom-style cities until 3 games later when Balinlee City released. As for the gym, Thumper gets a massive MVP award here as he got 2 of the 3 kills. Once again, because of our massive tight pool, we were able to sweep this gym with no deaths. Oh my god, look at the OCD on this chick. This chick's tweaking. This chick's actually tweaking the fuck out. Look how quick she's looking. Paranoid motherfucker. Oh. Wait, am I actually cooking right now? Oh my god! No, I was actually just walking around in Boris. Don't say I got it. Don't pretend I got it, bro. Stinkerbell took down Mawile with Flamethrower after something mysteriously happened to our Charmeleon. And then as for Thumper, he cleaned out the rest. Cute charm. Naughty. He fell in love. Bro got bitches? Oh no, I've been hypnotized by bitches. Don't be immobilized by the love. She's using you for your Gucci bracelet. Yes! 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 Gucci! Alright, we won. Yes, sirski. Give me that fucking badge. Ka-chow. As for our Lavier encounter, we welcome Swirls the Poliwag to the team. Our next stop on the list is the Pokeball Factory, and Team Flare's taking it over in attempts to get their own Master Ball. Oh, he's actually about to like fuck the shit out of them. Holy shit. If it's not already blatantly apparent, I hate commentating over the villain arcs in the game, especially when I'm doing a Nuzlocke, just because it takes away from the badge challenge of it all. So listen, here's the deal. If something dies, I'll talk about it. If not, we're gonna briefly summarize it, and that's that. So, me and Serena teamed up to beat the bad guys, and we got ourselves a nice old Master Ball for ourselves, eh? Got him! After finally finishing up with Team Flare, it was time for us to finally get some new encounters. On Route 15, we add Paula the Skorupi to the roster. Oh, yo! Yo! In the Lost Hotel, we find some hidden treasure in Ryuma the Pawnyard. And finally, on Route 16, our childhood nostalgia finds a Punkaboo that we happily decide to name the Great Pumpkin. While leaving Dendamil Town, a purple-haired trainer warns me and Trevor about the dangerous blizzards, which honestly confused me because not even 50 meters later, there was a man in a t-shirt doing a painting. I don't even know, man, and I don't even care for that matter. Regardless, as for our Frost Cavern encounter, welcome Manny the Palo Swine to the team. While exploring through the cave, we found out that Team Flare was the reason for these blizzards because they were bullying an Obama Snow. So we made swift work of them and saved the enraged Pokemon. And while we were making our way on Route 17, Obama Snow's son Snover stopped us and said he wanted to come along, so we named him Obama and brought him along for the adventure. Slow-mo my way through like the Milwaukee area. Oh, Serena's like announcing her stream tonight. Low key, do we just speedrun with Pawnyar? We might just speedrun with Pawnyar right now. Okay. So, as you can see, I was pretty convinced that Ryuma was about to learn Night Slash, and he was about to take his hockey blade and run through this next gym. I don't know if it was original design choice, or if it was the devs just fucking with me, because they knew that the fucking Olympia cap of the Psychic Gym was 48. Regardless, Ryuma didn't learn Night Slash until 49. So what I thought was free cake was not free cake. But at least we still have Stinkerbell, right? Also, don't ask me why there's a Bisharp on the screen. I didn't expect him to evolve so late, and I really thought we were about to easy cake this gym. Before being able to go into the Anastar City gym, we had to take on our rival Serena. She announced her stream snipe, and we were confident we were gonna beat her ass this time. I'll just let Past Me take it away. Haha, no lost Gabite this time, baby. We're set. We're hashtag Cashmon. What the fuck? He actually just did half my health with that. Why did he just do half my health with that? Why? I'm an 01 kid. I grew up on YTV. You guys know the deal. I grew up watching Battle Frontier, Advanced Battles, all that good stuff. Pico, the GOAT. We love you, Pico. So possibly childhood nostalgia blinded me from upgrading to a better water type Pokemon. Pico's lack of special defense may have been a dooming factor to this deal that happened. So there's a couple of things I could have done in this situation. A, let Pico bite the bullet for being weak and replaced him later with a stronger water Pokemon. Or B, make someone else bite the bullet and keep Pico for later on. You already know I picked B, bro. My Advanced Battles ass picked B 100%. However, ladies and gentlemen, the cherry on the cake is at this very moment, I was unaware that Ponyard was not learning Night Slash for this gym. So in a lack of better judgment, I made a sacrifice I probably shouldn't have. That's annoying. That's annoying as fuck. That's ridiculous, bro. Like, how is it doing half damage? That's ridiculous.
This is the look of someone walking into the Anastar gym without Night Slash.
Yeah, that would do it. Oh, fucking 49. He's a level out, bro. He's literally a level out from learning it. Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking ridiculous.
Sorry, Stinkerbell. At least we saved our friend Pico, though.
I'm just trying to stay positive.
Why the fuck am I talking like I just found out my family member has cancer?
Regardless, it's time to get into the Anastar City gym. While I prefer my easy win conditions and my one-shot battles, it's not like I can't use my brain in a battle. Trust me, chat. Trust me. I thought about this. I've been thinking about this for the entire time I was looking for the hard scale. And once we pass 4 gyms, we are too far to fumble. We cannot fuck up again. So, I don't give a fuck if my Pokemon die, but we are certainly not fucking losing. What a powerful ass manifesto. And with that manifesto, we had an amazing plan cooked up. Even though Sergio was already a fantastic all-rounder, even though this wasn't even his type matchup, it was still his time to shine here. And with the help of a nerfed out Ryuma, we were able to defeat Kaido and save Wano. I mean, get our 7th gym badge. But we managed to rummage our way through there. And with our 7th gym badge on lock, it's finally time for us to enter the final chapter of the Team Flare saga. So as I talked about earlier in detail, Lysander thought that Pokemon and humans were ugly, and he decided in order to create a better world, the only option was genocide. And the biggest part of the lore of this game is that 3,000 years ago there was a war in Kalos. The king of Kalos' name was AZ, and his best friend was a Pokemon called Floette. During the war, Floette's ass got drafted, and unfortunately it was a part of the casualties. AZ was distraught, so he eventually created a machine to bring Floette back to life, and he also gained immortality because of this. Least to say, AZ was a little bit pressed that his friend got killed, so he decided to convert his revival weapon into a genocide weapon. And I doubt that many of you care, but Floette got the ick from his murder rampage, and she left. Leaving us where we are today, where Lysander plans to take the ultimate weapon and blow all humans and Pokemon off the face of the earth to create the perfect world. And as the heroes, it was our jobs in order to stop him. So we had to quickly raid his cafe, jump through the spinny puzzles. Also, that's crazy you got whipped in a cage like that. Get bamboozled by the button. I don't even know what button it is. Could you imagine? Just fucking... You pressed it, you pressed the blue switch, but it's still gonna activate the nuke. It's remote control. He's so funny. Look at this guy. He's hilarious. Be forced to fight Lysander not once, not twice, but 3 times. Steal Deathbird from their clutches who was powering the ancient weapon, and watch him shoot the most disappointing blank in history. And as much as I wish I could say it was the perfect flawless run, unfortunately, during our 2nd showdown with him, the young goat Pico himself fell. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're switching him out anyways. That's right. I sacrificed Stinkerbell for no fucking reason. God damn it, man. At least we won. But in the ending of the day, after all of that, we're left with a man waiting for his best friend to return to him. What did you know? What do I have to do immediate? With Yveltal on hand, our team is pretty much rounded out for endgame. At this point, our odds of finding any good encounters are so low. However, on Route 18, we run into Pupitar! Oh my god, we're eating. We're fucking eating. Get the fucking cereal, boys. We got ourselves a fucking T-Tart!
Shortly after arriving in Corway City, I came to the realization that my team had a lack of fire-type Pokemon. And that's an issue because we have two important battles that would just be a lot easier with a fire-type Pokemon in Wilfric and Wickstrom. While that factor may be entirely my own fault, as luck would have it, Corway City is home to one of 7 hotels. And at those hotels, there's a chance that a lady that's trading a male Eevee named Stevie will spawn. Luckily for me, there's no actual Pokemon requirement. She'll literally take anything you have on you. The only problem is that the NPCs respawn once per day, and I'm extremely unlucky. So unlucky, it actually took me 10 resets to get her. So including the time it took me to check all the spots that I could get an encounter from her, the entire process itself took me around an hour. Welcome Stevie the Flareon to the team. Hopefully you were worth it. After completing the Team Flare storyline and securing my box legendary, it was finally time to continue on with my badge storyline. Don't ask me why, because I won't be able to tell you, but for some reason during the new Gen DS games, they had a tradition of making you run a gauntlet through all of your friends before the ending of the game. Regardless, they're all fought our side characters, so we didn't lose anybody. On our way to throw hands with Wilfric, we grabbed Top Like My Ex the Weeping Bell on Route 19, we grabbed LSD the Amoonguss on Route 20, and then we grabbed Kurumi the Gothorita in Pokemon Village. Ah yes, finally time for Wilfric. The perfect opportunity to finally let Stevie shine.
What the Bro, stop with the Confuse Ray! Come on, Stevie, you got one chance. I gave you a chance. Oh my god, Stevie, this is the second time I've given you a chance to hit a Croagonal, and you've just chalked it.
Nah, just kidding. Stevie is the RNG of a 20-sided dice, and I didn't reset an hour just to watch him die on the first battle he got into.
There's no faith in Brookwood. I'm sorry, Stevie.
Yeah, might as well pass that MVP medal over to Lucario, because with a Sparkle of the Gucci bracelet and an Aura Spear spam, 3 turns was all it took him to secure 3 kills.
The Steel Elite Four. We still got Stevie on deck, don't you worry. Stevie's still coming. We let Stevie cook in the Elite Four, that's what we'll do. That's the compromise. Even if Stevie's not the greatest, we'll let him cook in the Elite Four. He's still... Okay, listen, he still came. He just didn't cook. Bro just missed everything consistently.
Oh wow! This is nostalgia! Look at all these badges I got in the past!
After arriving at Victory Road, it was only a hop, skip, and a jump before we arrived at the Pokemon League. Pokemon X and Y were some of the first games in the franchise that made it where traveling through Victory Road wasn't like dragging your balls through a mile of broken shards of glass.
That's actually pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie.
However, while the Victory Road route itself was easy to maneuver, there was one looming threat waiting for me at the ending of it: Serena. And while I admit the cinematics for this fight were hard, bro just copied Wally. Let's be honest, bro's sitting at the ending of Victory Road to stream snipe me, bro's just copying Wally. I'm sorry, you ain't shit. I've lost a Mon against you every battle in this entire region, not again, bitch. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the final moment of truth was here. The endgame team was finally assembled, and there was no time or chances to go back to make changes. As for our roster, we had a 2-hour drafting session on stream where we decided on Thumper the Steelix, Angry Furry the Lucario, Stevie the Flareon, Deathburb the Yveltal, Sergio the Manectric, and Manny the Mammal Swine. As for how we were going to approach the Elite Four, we decided to start out with the water member Seabold. Since we had Sergio on our team, he was pretty easy pickings, and with a little bit of assistance from Lucario against Babarnacle, he was easy work. Next up was the Dragon type member Dragsna, and normally I'm really worried about Dragon Pokemon, but since Manny's a ground and ice type, he was the perfect counter pick for her, making this battle another effortless clean sweep. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you've all been waiting for the third Elite Four member, we finally decided to pick Wilkstrom the Steel user. Manny and Deathburb started out the battle clearing out the potential threats, setting Stevie up for the ×4 Flare Blitz into the crab. After all the whiffs, after all of the embarrassments, it was finally time for Stevie to secure his kill. This is his moment.
Wait, do you think I died a recoil here? That'd be criminal. Cause baby, you're a firework. Let's go, Stevie. Stevie Wonder finally... Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I just figured out why Eevee's name was Stevie. It's because he aims like Stevie Wonder. Bro missed every attack he got to go for other than that. And as for battle number 4, it was finally time to challenge the fire user Malva. And if I have to be 100% honest with you, this is where things get a little bit sketchy. Over the past 3 battles, it's been blatantly obvious we've been entering them with strategies in advance. However, as you can see, there's no water Pokemon on this team. So this is kind of where we have to get creative, if you will. Or in other words, we take risks and hope we can hit them harder than they can hit us. So without further ado, I welcome you to the gamble. Angry Furry starts us off strong by knocking out Malva's ace Pyroar in one shot with close combat, followed up with Thumper taking out Talonflame, which looking back at it, I don't know why the fuck I didn't just use Sergio for this fight. There's so much more gambling than there had to be. I'm sorry, I'm a fiend, I know. Angry Furry tagged back in for a true battle of gusto and hard-boiledness with Torkoal. And then to finish it all off, Deathburb reminded Chandelure that there is a such thing as death, and even though he's a ghost right now,
You can't run from it, bitch!
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Oh, every hour and every day. I spread my wings and fly away.
Ah yes, with all 4 Elite Four members taken down, it was finally time to challenge Fashion Queen Diantha. I mean part-time trainer Diantha. Egotistical bitch. And as much as I wish I could say this was some epically planned out battle that was going blow for blow, and it was an intense match that went down to the buzzer, no. Other than 2 Pokemon, I literally drafted my whole team for this fight. This fight was a cakewalk. The only reason there is any chance of sweat is because of misclicks. I even got so confident I let Stevie play around again. The goat fucking pulled through.
Let's go, Stevie. Let's go. Holy shit. Ghost type on Stevie's bad.
Come on, Stevie. Come on. Big hits, Stevie.
Oh, let's go, Stevie. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go. We can see everything now. Sharingan.
I took what I said back at Olympia serious. We made it to the 8th gym. We are not losing now. If you think my ass was going all the way back to Santaloon City with the chest pin, I was gonna punch my monitor. Absolutely not. Deathburb. Angry Furry. Bro's mad because his dad took away his butt plug. Stevie did carry 100%. The 69 Thumper carried. What do you guys mean? The 69 Thumper was the real champion here. And most of all, to the friends that didn't make it. But fuck, boys, we made it. We made it out of the hood. We escaped.
A few days later, crowds of people gathered in Lumio City to congratulate the 5 defenders of Kalos and cheer for the new champion Hyun.
You're so cool, Hyun! Look at Trevor, bro! Trevor looks high as shit, bro. What an amazing turnout. All these people are here to celebrate your achievement. What do you mean their achievement? It's my achievement. I like how the medal they give you is literally just a medal of France. But as I was celebrating, some 6'2" guy showed up and challenged me to a battle to try to take away from my achievements. Oh my god. 8? He's level 60? Get the fuck out of here. You're just wasting your time. What are you doing here? Think your dead friend's gonna show up? No, I'm gonna make more fucking casualties, bro. I'm gonna kill more Pokemon than your bomb ever could. Come here, boy. Dark, angry vibes. Arrgh. Bro, I'm creating death. No wonder you got put in a cage. Your ass is so weak. Don't smile at me like that.
Thank you very much for battling me. Now I finally feel free.
He's gonna commit suicide.
It's mine!
That's for the content.
My favorite butt plug! You've returned to me! At last, I can finally feel happiness and bliss again. Wow, now isn't that a happy ending? The guy gets to fuck his Pokemon, just like I fucked your mom. Ha! Hey, kid! Maybe Pokemon tales do have happy endings. Ain't that right? Hey, that's the fucking fletchling that woke me up!
What a great game. I honestly forgot how fun that game was to play through. I talked so much shit about this game to lose 4 times. I'm sorry, Pokemon X and Y. That was fucking crazy of me. I hadn't done a Nuzlocke in like 2 or 3 years. My ass got way too confident to be talking like that, but we redeemed ourselves. Run 4. 7 deaths, not terrible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciated the journey that we had. Special shout out to Chespin for fucking coaching me through. Seriously, couldn't have done it without the love and support of you guys that showed up throughout the grind of the 4 runs that we did. What was it, like a week's almost? It really was a we did it gang moment. Yo, plot twist, all of these drawings in the background of the credits are just foreshadowing for Pokemon ZA. See, look at, it's the Lumiose Tower being built. Think about it. Laughing. Hey guys, what's going on? Post-editor Hyun here. If you guys made it to the ending of the video, I just want to start off by firstly saying I apologize for the delay on the release for this video. The footage of this video was sitting on my computer for over 2 months, just not being used, but because other videos that had more timely priorities kept coming up, it just kept getting pushed back. I really do just want to take the time to thank you guys for showing love on these videos, just because since I'm a smaller independent creator, in most cases, I'm the only person working on these longer video projects, so some of these videos can take upwards of 100 hours to actually edit. So showing your love by subscribing to my channel, leaving a like on the video, commenting your thoughts and feedback on the video, or even sharing it around with friends all means the world to me. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.